Hey guys, what's up? Now, welcome back to the Shiny Rifle channel. Now, today for you, I'm going to go through our 5 negate combos. Seeing as we're coming through the close of the format, and I don't know if the deck is going to get hit, so it's best time to push them out now. So it's going to be 5 negates. The requirements are really these three, and any single negator cards like Endymion or Jackal King. It could be a Cerberus as well, because you can search for the Jackal King. So this is going to be the combo. Really and truly, it's these two that are mandatory. It doesn't have to be this. It could be just hard draw Dark Worm, and you're able to do this combo. And the fun fact is that I normally pull this off a lot. The reason why is that you're going to start off with 5 cards. So you're going to get 2 shots at drawing one of these. You could even draw Chrono. Chrono works, because you're going to have to get it anyways. Or when you draw for your Electromite, there's a chance there. So it's really actually easy to do, because you can just get lucky and get into it. But let's not work with the luck, let's work with what we have. So first one up, we're going to use Servant, and we're going to activate Mastery. Obviously it's obvious, and we're going to search for a Big Daddy Endymion. It's important that you do it this way to get the combo. Next one up, we're going to activate Shrine and send Dark Worm. We'll immediately summon back the Dark Worm and add our gate 0. Now there's already 3 counters on your Servant, so it's time to special summon it, and we're going to special summon a Jackal King with it. Both of them get a counter, it doesn't matter. I'm going to link up with these two to go into our Electromite. And with Electromite's effect, I'm going to put Chrono in the face of extra deck, and I'm going to pop Servant to add Chrono to my hand. Now, because it wasn't in the Pendulum scale, I won't get a draw for this. However, Servant, when it's destroyed in the main monster zone, comes back to your scale. And it had the same amount of counters it had when it was destroyed. So it is at 1 counter. Going to activate Chrono. It's going at 2 counters. So if I Pendulum someone here, they can't Nibiru me. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Time to Pendulum someone. So the Endymion that I'm summoning here is your single card negator. It has to be that one. So if it was Jackal King, this is where you put it. And your gate 0. Eventually this won't matter when we get the Master Rule update, where you place the monsters as to on the next side. Now we'll use the Chronos effect to special summon Time Gazel. We'll draw an imaginary card here, and so we have 2 cards in our hand. From here we're going to start the combo. We're going to go into LP, use these 2 triple bursts, pretty standard stuff I'm doing right now. LP's effect, special summon Destrudo, Exceed Shokan into our Absolute, link on up into Romulus, and of course we'll get Romulus effect and Vortex effect. Going to special summon and add the Shrine. Sorry, Ravine. And I can remove the lock into dragons, so I can summon this now. And here's the big part now. Activate this. 2 counters, 1 counter. So it's at 3, and this is at 2. Activate. I'm just going to put this somewhere we can all see it. So it's at 4 counters. This is at 4. So I'm already prepared to summon, but do not summon yet because we need the field space. So I'm going to send the imaginary card to the graveyard and send Tempest. And immediately I'm going to banish 2 monsters to summon back the Tempest. We will always guarantee to have enough dragons in there. And we'll use the Destrudo, targeting our Jackal King to make it level 1. Come back, Synchro Summon into our Borrel. Savage is going to use its effect and equip our Pokemon Gun version to the field. Now, Savage gets 3 counters for this. Yeah, you get 3 counters for being Savage. Now, the thing is to it, if this is no longer on the field, you will still always have the 3 counters to be able to negate. Lots of persons are confused as to if your opponent gets rid of this, you can't negate. No, Borrel gets 3 counters just for equipping it, and while it's equipped, it gives it that attack bonus. Now, there's enough counters. Going to special Endymion. Now it's mandatory for me to destroy a card on the field. Now I have options. depending on what I want to do. I can either pop the Ravine or I can pop the Triple Burst. Depends on the situation. If I know that I'm going to want to say, let's say, send Destrude of the following turn, I'll pop this. However, you can always pop this, no matter the situation, because you won't need the attack points from this. Most of the times when you go first and do this, you won't need attack points. I'm guaranteed sure you're going to OTK on your next turn. Easily. And so that's it. 5 negates, real good combo, clean and fast. Let's go through the deck profile real quick. And let's start the deck profile real quick, because I want to talk about some stuff right after, so let's go through it real quick. So first up, we have triple Magical Abductor and triple Servant of Endymion. These 3 copies of each card functions as playing 6 of the same thing, because they just go off with your counters and make you do some crazy plays. And they're just good overall for the deck. Ruling update on the Servant. It has been changed. I checked Konami's official site. It has been changed. If it gets ashed in the scale, when you try to use the scale effect, you can't use it again. As a matter of fact, you can't special summon it with a card effect for the rest of that turn. You can still pendulum summon it from the hand, but you can't, let's say, use Magister to special summon it. And another update, I don't play Magister because I play Abductor, and the majority of the time it's in the scale. And what that does is cop blocks Magister because I can't pendulum 3. So I just cut it all together. And also, with Servant, the positive is that the ruling as it relates to negating the effect in scale applies like that. However, if you negate the activation and it's still there, you can use it again in the same turn. An example would be, let's think, a card that negates activation without destroying. Boral Savage. If someone negates this scale effect with Boral Savage, you can attempt it again. So that's the ruling update on it, and that's the final on it. Moving on, 2 Big Daddy Endymion. I don't need 3. It's not that great going first. It's just a card, a single card negator. But it's more important to get off your combo. That's why I play so many combo pieces in the deck, and it's so fast because I play a lot of turbo cards and a lot of extenders. Next up, triple Master Cerberus. An excellent card in the deck. Big beat stick. Going second, it terrorizes your opponent, banishing their monsters and just punching them right down. And next up, we have 2 Jackal King. We know why they're here. Last but not least is our Garuda. It pops back row. Really good going second, especially against Salaman Great, because they're going to set like 1 back row or 2 back row. So you auto eliminate 1, and if you drew Chrono, you can just blast and go off. So that eliminates all the spell counter engine for the deck. Moving on, we just have Turbo. So we have triple Chrono and 1 Time Gazel. And then we have triple Curtain Razor just complementing this. I just really need to go off. I just really need to see my combo plays. Then we play 2 Dark Worm, 1 Gate 0. Now, Dark Worm is technically an extender. However, you don't actually want to draw him. You want to send him to the grave. He's technically not the extender. That's why we don't play 3. However, he's still real good. Even as a hard draw, he's still good. Moving on for the Guardragon package. We play, of course, Destrudo, Tempest, and Aethel. Now, Destrudo and Tempest, by playing them together, they're not a brick. If you draw even one of them, it's a blessing. You actually want to see yourself drawing 1. Not both, just 1. Now, what it does for you, if you draw 1, you don't require to search for your Ravine. You don't need Ravine any at all. You actually need less cards to do your combos. And that's just real good. And the Aether is Aether. Just banish. Real good against the Thunder Dragon matchup, which is your hardest matchup. So you do need it. For spells, I don't play that many spells, but they're just damn good. Triple Mastery. Very good card. For field spell, we play the Citadel, Ravine, and Terraforming. And moving on from that, to get the combo piece, the Foolish Barrel, is 2 Shrine, 1 Foolish. Now, I want everyone to know I did make the extra effort in rearing out the deck, like I promised. I did try, I did my very best, like no one ever was. And from there, we play One Reasoning. Persons don't really like it, but it's real good. Majority of the time, your opponent gets it wrong. I don't blame them. You play level 6, level 4s, level 3s, level 8s, level 7. They're not going to get this right, which is what we want. And then we play triple Allure of Darkness. By the way, if you go first and you just use this on an empty board, 4 is a horrible call for them, because if you mill a Dark Worm, you just you just go crazy right there. It works like a foolish barrel at that point. Now, time to go into the extra deck. We have Eraserhead, the Mach 5, Arcanine Magician, the Quantum Realm, 21 Young Savage. I don't think I need to explain anything. They're all self-explanatory. They're real good effects. Then we have Bui's Yu-Gi-Oh! Career, Todoroki Ice. Sting and Rogue, or former King, Romulus. Rasengan Sphere Modes, which is your Guardragon package, that's all you need for it. I really like to play Pisty, but like the extra deck space is tight. Tight like a twiga. Anyways, then we have my ex-girlfriend and Dirty Girl Keisha. We have Borrowload and Borrowsword. Now, Borrowload is a card that I'd like to cut. The reason why is just it's not that helpful against most matchups. I'll have to bounce into a monster that can't be destroyed, or, you know, something of that effect. Like a monster that can't be get rid of in any other way. Now, the ban list is right around the corner. If they hit Colossus to 1, which I think should happen, I would cut Borrel. Because at that point, I won't need it. I can deal with the deck real easy without him. What I'd like to see, I already said, I would like to see Kieran come back. It's not that powerful anymore. I'd like to see True Draco Face Off go to 3. I'd like to see a few things in Pendulum direction. And the reason why is that the new Master Rule update, it wasn't fair for Pendulums. Like with Links, I understand they had to do that because they would just make the extra link real easy. But for Pendulums, that just wasn't fair. They could have at least said, okay, you can Pendulum 1 to the extra monster zone and 1 to the main monster zone. That's all. And I'd have been more than satisfied. I don't need to Pendulum summon everything, but it was just like, oh no, you have to play it like how you play now, and your opponents are able to just completely go crazy on you, and that's the new rule. Like, that's bullshit. No joke, that's just bullshit. But I still am going to play the deck, and I really want to see the future for the deck. Christian Needle Fiber is going to come out soon. I don't know how it's going to be for Pendulums as yet. I can't predict the future like that. The reason why I say this is that people like to sleep on certain things. Like Christian Needle Fiber is a very good card, but you have to think about the power changes throughout decks throughout time. Example, for most decks, they only last like a year, and they're outdated at that point. A lot more powerful cards come out after. Like when Needle Fiber just came out, it was like in the same category of broken. However, like this is just an average card right now. It's just very good. It's not broken, it's just very good. And that's what I fear that Needle Fiber is going to be. It's just going to be very good, and it's not going to be broken when we get it. I don't know, it has to come down to the ban list. Needle Fiber isn't what it used to be like 2 years ago. If it dropped 2 years ago, it would be busted. But right now, I think the power level of the card is just really, it's just good. It's not that perfect, but it's good. Very good. And if they hit Bulb, it's not going to be pretty for us. I'd like Bulb to stay around so we can make Natural Beast and those type of boards. But whatever it is, that's just we'd have to go forward with it regarding Pendulums. And that's it. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you want to hear more from me, just comment down below, and I'm out. Peace.